is going on, YouTube? I am Germ here. Today we have a really big story to talk about coming out of the LEC, and it's something that honestly just makes me like pretty mad. I think it's so stupid. So I have a lot to say, and I'm sure you guys are gonna have some big reactions too. Again, I still am moving into this new apartment. We're getting a lot of things kind of reset up, under control. I have a new desk, new setup, all that stuff. I know some people have been saying my mic has been a little quiet on the past couple of videos and stuff, so I tried to mess with it for this one. Hopefully it sounds better. If it's better, if it's good, if it still needs more, let me know. I can try and change some stuff. I still want to, go buy some stuff to get this place set up better. I think my lighting is still way worse in here. Yeah, if the sound quality is bad, whatever, we'll get it all figured out. But just, yeah, give me that feedback so I can know what exactly you guys want to see, need to see, whatever, and we'll make it work. We'll go from there. But today, we're talking about some big news coming out of the LEC, like I said, where SK Gaming is making a roster change, a roster swap, whatever, and that might seem pretty reasonable. They're 0-5 right now, but it's probably not the one that you were expecting. Definitely make sure you guys do drop a like on this video. I would appreciate it so much. And subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. With that being said, here we go. So obviously SK Gaming, this was May 9th, 2021, at 3 a.m. for me. Super weird, random, right before the LEC started, change of Treats getting moved from support to jungle, and that was crazy. This was their MVP. This was their best player last year. One of the main reasons that they made the playoffs. One of the main reasons that people were maybe even a little bit hyped up for them coming into summer if they could continue to develop. Treats himself was kind of developing into a superstar in the LEC. Yes, he only had one good split, but if you play at MVP level, multiple splits, you start developing, you start turning into one of the best consistent players in the LEC. I mean, that's where you can really start to see some crazy things happen. That's where you have a guy to absolutely build a franchise around. And moving him to jungle just absolutely made no sense to me. It seemed like such a situation of poor leadership, poor management, whatever, by SK Gaming, that yes, if you didn't want to go with Tinks, whatever, but to not have a backup plan in place, that means that you at one point must have put all of your eggs in the Tinks basket, and again, to have nothing prepared for after that just shows a total disregard for your job, and your job is to be a manager. It is to manage these situations. So it was so dumb. It was, everyone saw the writing on the wall. Even if Treats was going to be a solid jungler, which I think a lot of people would say he is. He's not a bad jungler. It's not Treats' fault, but he was one of the best players on this team, and him being in the support position helped this team out. But also, not even that, then their coach tried to go and play support. He just absolutely hasn't been LEC level, and it's been really rough, and it's been weird. And again, that gets us to the point today where we're taking a look at the LEC standings, and a lot of teams are close. 2 wins, 3 wins, 4 wins, 2 wins separating G2 from Schalke in 9th, and that's crazy. And then you have SK at 0-5. They are so far from everyone else. Even teams like Excel, who were getting absolutely roasted in this offseason for their terrible moves or whatever. People had such low expectations for them. Even a team like Astralis that, people just always are memeing about and just think sucks. Schalke, who lost Abadage, who lost Gilius, they're kind of rebuilding the middle of the year. SK still way back. There's as big of a difference between SK and the 9th best team in the LEC and the 9th best team and the number 1 team in the LEC right now. That's absolutely crazy. They are so far removed, not only from being good, but from even being like bad. They are terrible right now. And yeah, so roster moves are not crazy unexpected, but the news we got today was this LEC 2021 summer split roster update. I think, yeah, it came out 5 a.m. for me today, so just a couple of hours ago. Today we would like to inform you that Jesse Jezzes Lee will be returning to the LEC head coach position with immediate effect. So it's like, awesome. That's what a lot of people were looking for. That's what a lot of people were hoping for, because honestly, I think this guy is a solid coach. This guy took a team with SK last year with a lot of young, inexperienced players. A lot of people, they didn't really have a superstar coming into the year. They didn't really have anyone that people was expecting to carry this team or to go crazy. And people were picking this team. Some people were picking them as the last playoff team. Some people were picking them a little lower, but they made the playoffs. They were solid. They were developing over the course of the year, and he had his team playing well. He had Treats playing well. This team was decent, and I think they were going to continue developing into the future in all the different positions, all the different roles, and all that. So, to see the team start making some of the weird changes and stuff, that's what was a little disheartening, because things were kind of going so well and stuff in a lot of people's opinions, and that's kind of what I was thinking. But again, with Jez obviously returning to the head coach position, it's like, okay, so we must be getting Treat support back, right? Like, he must be coming back. They found a jungler. They're going to figure stuff out. No. Coming from our SK Prime team, Lilip will be stepping up and taking over as the LEC support player. So that's crazy. You know, a lot of people are still wondering what is going on because Treats has already said that this move to jungle is not going to be permanent, that he will be returning to the support position in the future, and this is just like a one-off split thing, which doesn't even make sense to me. If you're a player that's trying to develop into the future and you're a team that's trying to develop players into the future, why would you ever just have a one split plan for anything? I mean, this makes no sense in so many ways. So now they have their opportunity of bringing Treats back to support and starting to develop, especially they're 0-5. You know, they're probably not making the playoffs this split. Things probably are not going good. Why would you call up your SK Prime support to the LEC team? That literally makes no sense to me because if Treats is coming back, you need a jungler for the future. You don't need to be developing another support. You have an MVP caliber support. You have a support right here. The one thing that could possibly explain this to me is Treats is actually on an expiring contract. Treats is going to be a free agent come November. Do they think that Treats is probably leaving? You know, he's going to get some big offers from some teams. Is it going to be a Fnatic, a G2, a Rogue, something like that? I don't know. He's definitely going to get some big LCS offers. He will definitely have some big offers even from middle of the pack teams in the LEC. I think Vitality could maybe even be an interesting option. I think he'd be, you know, a very, very solid upgrade over Labrov. But do they think that Treats is leaving? Do they possibly know that Treats is leaving? Has he told them? Have they had conversations? Do they know that they probably won't have the money to re-sign him anyway? I'm not sure, but that would at least make this make a little bit of sense. That would at least make developing a new support and calling up a new support and getting him going make more sense into the future. Because, I mean, the thing is, like SK, they have SK Gaming Prime. They have a academy team. They have an academy jungler. Like, you know, they had Tinks, and I'm pretty sure they still have him on the roster. Tinks could play whenever. They're already 0-5. They're way worse than last year. However bad they thought Tinks was, or however bad they thought he was making the team or whatever, they are much worse now, and they have, I don't know how to say this guy's name, Connie. How bad must you feel that the team is like, okay, sorry, Academy Jungler, we're not putting you in no matter what. We'll put the coach in before you. We'll even take the coach back out and just put in a new support. We'll have a full team of supports before Tinks gets to play or before our Academy Jungler gets to play. Like, what is even the point of having this Academy team if these players are never even going to get an opportunity or anything? It's so weird to me, but, you know, maybe Lilip will come in. Maybe he'll be really, really good. We'll see what's going on, but man, I can't really make sense of this. I can't really understand what SK is doing, and it seems like a lot of weird stuff. I mean, the rest of this message you guys can read. While the prior changes we made had the desired effect on improving the team's early game, we've been lacking in other areas. That's one way to put it. By not having Jesse in a role where he can utilize his contributions to the team in the best way possible. Definitely true. Philip is already practicing with the team in Berlin and is excited to make his LEC debut. Yeah, so I guess we'll see how that goes this weekend, but that is the latest news. An SK Gaming roster change, and it's not a good one in my opinion. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below. What do you think SK should do? Should Treats go back to support? Should they get a new support, new jungler, new head coach? I don't know, new general manager? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one, but until then, peace.